Well, alrighty everybody, how we doing this afternoon? Well, afternoon where I'm at. Just working on some of the previous trip's scrap sorting and hoarding and such. And I gotta say, I think we actually did pretty good. I mean, we may not have loaded up so much like on the scrap stuff, but we got some pretty decent stuff. And I'll show you, but we'll go ahead, we'll start off. You guys are probably wondering about this Bud Light sign. So what we got here, I plugged it in. The clock itself does actually work, and you can adjust the time and everything, but what doesn't work is the backlighting. And I'm wondering, you probably have to take this this aluminum frame apart, but I'm thinking it may just be fluorescent bulbs in there. I don't know. I will take it apart and look and see in there, but I feel like when I moved it I could hear something kind of shake in there. So maybe I don't know. I'm definitely gonna open it up and see what kind of lighting in there, being that the clock works and everything. Clean that up. Probably won't hang on to that, but could easily, as it sits, get 20 bucks for it. But if in working condition, probably 50 bucks, maybe more, depending on how clean you can get it. So that's pretty good find right there. This TV over here that we found, the Tender Christian Love. Check this out, y'all. Plugged it in. It doesn't have a base though. And I was a little skeptical being that it was at the bottom of the dumpster, but check it out. It totally works. It totally works. But it doesn't have a base, that's the thing. So it's gotta be wall mounted, which isn't that bad or that big of a deal. Let's see here. Yeah, see, everything looks good. Picture looks good. I don't have nothing to check the sound, but I'm willing to bet the sound works. They may have just left it. I mean, I have no idea, but it somehow ended up at the bottom of the dumpster and it didn't get broken. So pretty good find right there. Over here, this barbecue pit that we pulled out, or the grill, the barbecue grill, it was pretty much all stainless as it was. I did go ahead and take it apart, cleaned up a little bit of the stuff off there, because I didn't want him to try to like be like, oh, we're gonna give you breakage on it, because it was like 96% steel. The rest of it was like some brass, and then the knobs were cast aluminum. So I went ahead, cleaned it up, took it apart. There's probably 60 pounds right there of stainless steel, just chilling. Just pulled it right out of the dumpster. That's I had a feeling that was a pretty decent little grill, and I think it's like it sinks down into the counter like of an outdoor kitchen or whatever. But all stainless, even the screws, I mean everything stainless. Over here, let's see, this cat, that we pulled out, I wanted to show y'all this radio frequency systems thing where it had the base that's all cast aluminum. I haven't got completely into taking it all apart, but I wanted to show y'all. Look at this. Look at the inside of this thing. Why would something require that many screws? I mean, I'm definitely gonna find out. That's a lot of screws to take out. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that big old chunk. It looks like aluminum right here. Some people said this crap is actually silver plated too, so that's a legit piece of scrap right there. Any of you radio tower guys want to chime in and let us know about that. Over here, I'm still kind of working. This is that vacuum pump. We deciphered that it is a dental vacuum pump, which is kind of disgusting when you think about it, because this is a pump down here. When I started taking it apart, it looked what appeared to be water coming out of the hoses, but it dawned on me that it could be human spit. So I drug it over to the side of the house, hosed it out real good, just shoved the water hose up all the hoses, cut the hoses, cleaned it up, because I'm like, man, that's kind of gross. That's kind of gross, you know, if it's human spit in there. But check this out. This was the base piece that went to this pump. It looks red in nature, but I'm thinking it's more red brass than copper. And then the bottom, oh yeah, this also came off of it too, that golden back. Big old solid brass piece. I mean, it's reddish, but I don't think it's a piece of copper. I think it's a big piece of red brass, like a manifold of some sort for it. The bottom to this pump right here, this whole block, this block is all brass too, but I cannot figure out for the life of me how to get this little impeller off of here. And then these little marks right here, like I did this with my angle cutter, or my cutoff wheel, just to see what this was. these little marks were already here, and I'm thinking it was for some sort of tool that they use maybe to press this on. I was really banging on it. I can't find any kind of set screws or anything on that shaft to get it off. So what I think I may do is just take this up there to the scrap yard, throw it out the back of the truck, and then just start smashing on it. Just smashing on it with a sledge, see if I can get some chunks of brass to break off there to add to the brass, and then, you know, just give them the motor to scrap that out. But yeah, that dental stuff, it's, I mean, there's some meat on that piece of equipment. And the same thing with this radio frequency systems. There's some pretty legit, you know, there's some meat. But yeah, all this is the stuff that I have. It's already cleaned up, ready to go. This is kind of how I do it. I have a little bucket over here, and then I'll throw this stuff in here, and this stuff from here I just go set it over there by the I have the shelf over there, and then I just start throwing stuff into their appropriate buckets. You know, like this would be the clean brass right here, this big nut. Remember I was saying it, I thought it was brass. Sure enough, it's brass. You know, it's all ready to go. Stainless, some dirty brass, #1 copper. Yeah, this is all stuff ready to just basically be filed up on the shelf. You know, it's already cleaned up as far as it's going to be cleaned up. Now it just goes in the appropriate bucket on the shelf, you know, like the inventory shelf. Gotta dig into this a little bit more. I haven't even got to this actually. Got to dig into it. About to get to it. And here's a little bit of copper in there and some brass. We'll cut that out for the most part. All this stuff right here, just right out the back of the truck, because the scrap yards won't buy that kind of crap from me as it is, because I don't have an AC license or whatever. So, but you can always, I mean, when there's copper in there, cut that stuff out of there. But yeah, just out here chilling. It's getting warm. Got this little Mr. Misto fan. If you guys remember, about a week or two ago, I found that in the trash. It absolutely works. Absolutely works. And then the actual misters, they work too. I hooked it to the water hose, but it's a little bit more than a mist. It's kind of like a, you know, like a spritz more than a mist. It's a big spritz, and, you know, before you know it, you're dripping water. So, but it's totally works. Totally free, and yeah. I love free stuff, man. Absolutely, absolutely. But anyway, scavengers, yes. That's kind of it for right now. Just got a little bit more to clean up here. Make some room, go fill it up again. But anyways, yes, that's going to conclude our little follow-up on the dumpster diving episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Saw what we did with some of this stuff, and you know, how we reap the fruits of our labors. But I mean, we've got a big old bucket of non-ferrous here. There's, you know, we actually made out better than I thought we did. But alrighty guys, I'll see you on that next one.